In 2005, a young producer signed a contract. He got a $3,500 advance. In exchange, he gave up 50% of his publishing forever. That producer was Kanye West. Before the Grammys, before Yeezy, before Adidas, he eventually bought his way out of that contract. It cost him millions. But here's the question most creators never ask. If Kanye West couldn't negotiate a clean deal at the start of his career, what chance do you have? The system wasn't built yesterday. It was built over 100 years. In the early 1900s, if you were a black musician, you couldn't own your songs, period. Publishers would put their names on your work. That was the deal. Fast forward to the 1950s. Same system, different packaging. Labels owned the masters. Artists got 5 to 10% if they were lucky. Fast forward to the 1990s. 360 deals.
Ain't no picture in hip hop.
Do you have a 401k?
You want me to explain to you what hip hop is?
That's what I'm
All
trying
right,
to
let
get
me explain to you what hip hop is. The worst loan you could ever make. When you sign to a major label, that money that they give you, let's say they give you 800 grand, right? That's a loan. You have to pay back that loan with interest. So if you don't make back that 800 grand, what they do is they put you in the red, but you can still be hot. And you didn't make back that 800 grand. So you can still be hot. So they'll give you another album. And they'll give you, instead of 800 grand, they'll give you 1.2 this time, right? So now, but you're still in the hole for that 800. You understand? But now you got another 1.2. And if you don't make that, then you're just in the red for both. And this is a loan with interest that you don't get nothing out of. Hip hop is not meant for the artist to win. It's never been meant for the artist to win. And the more and more you learn, the more and more you read your contracts, the more and more it's disturbing.
Labels took a cut of touring, merch, endorsements, everything, not just the music. Now, fast forward to today. The labels are gone, but the structure is everywhere. You post on TikTok. TikTok owns the distribution. You build an email list on Substack. They take a cut and keep your data. You sell on Etsy. They decide if your shop stays open. The names changed. The game didn't. Here's what actually happens when you build on a platform. You create value, attention, content, community. The platform takes that value and monetizes it through ads, data, and subscriptions. Then they give you a percentage back. That's not ownership, that's rent. And rent can be raised or revoked. Every time a platform changes its terms, creators lose money. Not because they did anything wrong, but because they don't control the rules.
They just sent me some shit from Spotify where I got 1 billion streams, right? My publisher hit me. I said, break that down, how much money is that? That shit wasn't even $45,000.
That's crazy. That is fucking crazy.
I think that 1 million streams pays you $4,500. You can listen to my song for under a penny, and you devaluing like I'm willing to bet that all record labels are tied into at some capacity, because think about it like this: you got $12, $14, $10 a month, and you got 20 million subscribers.
Who's making that money?
All right, listen, 20 million subscribers or more subscribing to this platform, and they all paying between $10 and $12, $14 a month. How much money is that?
It's a lot.
It's a lot of money. It's way more than the platinum album.
Hell yeah.
All right, so why would I spend money to press up albums that might not sell 20,000 records when I can soup all of this in one pot, make them pay me $15 a month, take all the money and get this less than a penny for people to hear it?
That's not a bug, that's the feature. Let's make it real. A musician on Spotify makes about $0.003 to $0.005 per stream. 1 million streams is about $3,000 to $5,000. A YouTuber with 100,000 views might make $500 to $2,000 depending on the algorithm that month. A Substack writer with 1,000 paid subscribers at $10 a month pays the platform about $1,000 every month, forever. And none of this includes the fact that they own your audience data. Your email list isn't fully yours. Your followers aren't assets. They're rented access. I read contracts for a living now, and here's what I've learned. Most creators never read the terms, and the ones who do don't understand what they're signing. Termination clauses, license grants, arbitration. These aren't details. They're handcuffs. I got demonetized overnight with no warning. Income gone. And I'm not the only one. I've talked to creators who lost everything in one email. A woman with 200,000 followers had her account suspended with no explanation. It took 3 months to recover, and she lost $40,000. A YouTuber with a family was demonetized for reused content, even though he made everything himself. His appeal was denied. A musician signed to a label thought he owned his masters and found out last year that he doesn't. The label can sell his catalog, and he gets nothing. These aren't exceptions. This is the rule.
The 360 deal is if you pee, they get the part of it. Let me say something to you guys, man. The day they give them 360 deals, right? Yeah. That's a part of everything you do in life. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes.
The 360 deal is if you pee, they get the part of it. Get the part of it. Right? Because these record companies feel like if I put $1 million into you, and it don't work, and you go to acting, and I want a piece of that. I want my money back too. Right. Feel me? Yeah. And I feel like, it's wrong, but they want a piece of their money back for making you in that position. Right. So basically, by them putting you in position and putting money behind you to do the music, and it didn't take off for you, and now you started doing television, and that took off for you, they feel like they're responsible.
Right. So they put a little shine.
Yeah.
The system is designed to extract value from creators, not protect them. So what do? You don't leave platforms. That's not realistic. But you stop treating them like home. You treat them like distribution, not destination. I built a simple audit that maps your 3 biggest ownership risks. Not a course, not a membership, just a diagnosis. Because most creators don't need more tools, they need clarity. Where are you exposed? What can you fix today? What can you fix this month? That's it. 3 risks, 3 actions, 30 days. If you make money online and you're not sure what could shut you down tomorrow, I'll show you. Link in description. First 5 people get it free. Ownership is the new leverage.
If you stream, the labels have a deal with the streaming services. So as far as that go, your money is coming in at like an 18th or a 32. Like you get 1%, like the bottom of the barrel, bro. If you get a #1 record on radio, urban radio, rhythmic radio, God forbid you get a #1 record on top 40 radio, that hot white people, bro, big check. That's all that matter, bro. They pay you differently at radio. The scales, how you get paid when your record is spinning at radio, it supersedes a stream in life.
Now, how much do you get if I get 1 million spins on radio?
I think that you could probably be like a multi-millionaire off that.
I think a million?
1 million spins? What are we talking about, bro? You're out of here. You're out of here. I don't even know the numbers. I got like 20 billion streams. I ain't really seen no big bag off of that. I did Big Sean Bounce Back, the record 9 times platinum right now. It's about to be diamond. I got 3 records that's about to go diamond this year. Cannot, as an artist with me and Ray J, about to be diamond this year. Big Sean Bounce Back about to be diamond this year. A Boogie Look Back at It about to be diamond this year. All them records ran radio, #1 records. That Cannot, me and Ray J was #2 Hot 100 for weeks. We didn't catch that #1, but it was a crazy record. But when you think about it and put it all in perspective, the biggest records that pay me the most when I speak about that, Big Sean Bounce Back, that was License and Sync at the Super Bowl, it had Super Bowl commercials and all that. I'll never forget, I was buying my first house, and like out of the blue, I just caught a bag from residuals from 500 grand, $500,000. You'll never get that type of shit from these records, bro. You gotta have big radio records, and your records gotta be in the system, License Sync, which y'all see the ESPN. Like, think about like Lil Wayne getting paid every time that Skip Bayless and them show come on and he rapping that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the money machine gonna ring in his sleep. That's what we working for, bro.